refugees who make it to Everlight. Many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, an uncontrollable rise in crime, and the Purity of Light's aggressive crusade for new followers.
You! Yes, you! Oh, stranger! Would you be so kind and help a wretched man? A terrible curse befell me, and you look bold enough to come to my aid. I cannot eat, I cannot sleep, I cannot smith. You just might be my only hope. You! Yes, you! Oh, stranger! Would you be so kind and help a wretched man? A terrible curse befell me, and you look bold enough to come to my aid. I cannot eat, I cannot sleep, I cannot smith. You just might be my only hope.
Sounds, tragic. What kind of curse is it? A magical one?
What? No, it is far worse than that. It is the curse of love. My sweet Jane and I are kept from each other by our cruel families. I come from one of the most noble elven families. Yes, I might have chosen the simple life of a blacksmith over the comforts of nobility, but that did not stop my father from meddling in my affairs. My father and Jane's family are plotting against us. Our parents' schemes have gone so far that they do not even allow Jane to see me anymore. I am sure it is her father who is behind it. He simply cannot accept my decision to forfeit the noble life. However, I have devised a plan to reunite Jane and me. But to carry it out, I need your help.
That guy may be odd, but his craftsmanship is excellent. Didn't you say we might need a smith for our army?
How can I help you?
Ask.
Ask what?
Why, about Jane and me. You must have millions of questions, and I do not blame you. Such fierce display of emotions can be overwhelming for the poor soul who has never felt them.
Why did you become a smith and not a nobleman?
Oh, it is simple. My father might be a noble, but he has achieved status and respect through hard work and determination. It was always my intention to follow the same path. Wealth makes people complacent. I wanted to earn my keep, and that my father does not see the true virtuous intentions behind my decision saddens me even more.
All right. Then tell me a bit more about Jane.
Oh, where should I start? She is the most divine being ever known to walk the earth. The moment I met her on a sweet summer's day, I knew she was the one. We shared the most beautiful night of fiery passion, and it soon became clear that we were meant to be together. These enchanted eyes, her hair golden and sweet like molten honey, her shapely cheeks with a touch of rose like a blossoming flower, her slender waist like...
Yeah, I get it. Thanks. I don't have any more questions. Let's discuss your plan. How do you want me to help you? I'd rather not take on the Everlight nobility.
Oh, do not worry. This will not be necessary. All you have to do is deliver this potion to Jane. It's the milk of the poppy mixed with fire nettle, a very potent sleeping potion. Once ingested, it mimics death for around 24 hours. She and I will both drink it, and I paid the mortician to not embalm our bodies and cover up our escape. Tonight, at sunset, we shall both drink it. Then, once we wake up, we will escape this wretched city forever and build a new life in a better world.
Milk of the poppy and fire nettle are both strong sedatives. Do you really think mixing the two is a good idea? You might die.
I will not. Trust me, one of my many virtues is an excellent knowledge in the art of alchemy. I know what I am doing.
Well, okay. I'll give this potion to Jane and tell her of your plan.
Splendid. Wonderful. You, brave traveler, are what's lacking in this world. Men and women who fight for the beauty of love. Speak to me once the deed has been done.
What do you require?
No, Penelope. You cannot do this to me, he loudly screamed, full of pain and anguish. Penelope softly cast him a mournful glance. Her eyes dreamily drifted off towards the merciless and cold winter sky. But I have to, she silently whispered, full of remorse. Her tender breath tenderly caressed his haggard cheekbones, mockingly. My heart beats with yearning when I see her sweet and lovely face. For you, oh my former beloved, my feelings resemble the deepest depths of the deep sea of dreams, but alas, I am still young. I want my heart aflame, burning brightly like the fires of Zarak. She, oh my former beloved, is the spark that shall kindle my desires. A bitter tear bitterly flowed down Bartekius's face. As if slyly commenting on his endless, horrible suffering, the wind howled mourningly in the distance. A storm would come. If that is your wish, oh beloved, Bartekius vigorously ejaculated, full of loving acceptance. Then I shall accept it, for I know that true love knows no malice, no jealousy. True love knows love, and love only. Ceremonially, he boldly knelt down in front of her and took her soft and tender hand into his equally soft and tender hands. Zestfully he said, I shall wait for you. I shall wait for you. Go, O lovely Penelope, go and give this sweet woman you desire all the love you can muster. Make her heart rejoice in fierce passion, like a sun-kissed red cherry. I shall wait. And when the sun stops shining, and the stars long have died, I shall still do so. For now, you too, O sweet Penelope, are my former beloved. Goodbye.
Now,
What is it?
what was that? What did you just read?
That was an excerpt from my novel, The Shackles of Desire. Do you like it?
It was marvelous.
Really? Thank you. That means a lot to me. It will go in print next fall, so be sure to grab yourself a copy. If you can read, that is.
Yeah, sure. I'll think about it.
He rattled the dwarf full of gold, saved by the crowd, who was told not to trust dwarves, and behold, shady pirates boarding for some sunken mold.
Let us see. This blasted elf, he just won't shut his trap.
What's wrong?
He's been citing poems for days. They don't make sense and they are horrendous. Someone should either pay him to leave or show him we don't want him here.
Interesting.
That wasn't a particularly good poem.
Rats with their hairy, ugly butts. They gnawed on our nuts, dangling dead between our legs. But maybe we fend them off next.
All right. Just be careful. You know, men can be irrational.
I do. Thanks, Dad.
Fair enough, then. I'll see you tonight for dinner. And please help Mother with these draperies, will you?
I will.
Are you Jane?
Yes, I am. Who is asking?
A friend. I was sent by Vilron to give you this potion.
Vilron? But what's in that flask? I'm sorry, but this is a little odd.
Well, it's a sleeping potion. He wants you to take it at sunset tonight, and he will do the same. It will mimic death, so you can escape from your families and be together. Or, at least, that was the plan.
Oh, I see. Well, I hate to say it, but you're a little misinformed. Vilron and I had a lovely evening together, and yes, we kissed, but that's about it. He's not really my type. Too impulsive, too, syrupy.
Then what do you want me to tell Vilron? I have to stop him from taking that potion tonight, and waking up all alone in the morgue.
Well, if you're going to talk to him anyway, tell him the truth. Trying to spare him from rejection led to this entire situation. Tell him that I really appreciated our time together and that I know he will find true love sooner or later.
That's not the way Vilron told it. He said you love him as much as he loves you, and that it's your parents keeping you from each other.
Oh, by Tiara. Yes, I told him that I loved him that night because it felt right in that moment, but then he started writing me these poems and sonnets, and by now I think there's a single flower he hasn't compared me to. And then he sent that letter where he asked me how we should name our children. That was the moment I, well, needed some distance. Don't get me wrong, he's a really good man, but I just can't deal with his enthusiasm. I'm sure he will find a girl that will appreciate his sonnets, but it just isn't me.
Oh my. That's kind of funny.
All right then. Sorry for bothering you.
Oh no, you didn't bother me in the least. This entire situation is unfortunate. Thank you for helping us resolve all this. I was too much of a coward to do it myself. Goodbye.
Corporal? I'll be swift.
You're back. So tell me, did you complete your glorious quest?
Yeah, about that. Vilron, I don't think Jane will be drinking that potion. She isn't interested in fleeing Everlight with you.
Why would she not want to come with me?
Jane doesn't love you, Vilron. She led you on because she didn't want to hurt your feelings, and she asked me to tell you.
What? No! Her father must have forced her to say this. And I am tired of having that madman coerce my beloved. Ride with me, warrior of love. We shall free Jane from that tyrant's oppression once and for all.
Wait, Vilron. Before you do anything, stop for a minute and think. You've known this girl for 2 weeks, right? And yes, you shared one romantic evening together, but that's about all. What do you really know about her?
What? What do you mean?
I mean, maybe you fell in love with an idea of Jane, not Jane herself.
But no, that can't be it. Or can it?
Look, Jane really liked you, but instead of giving her the time to develop her feelings, you assaulted her with your gestures and desperate displays of love. She felt cornered, and whatever she had felt for you died before it could develop into something else.
But no, I mean, that is how the poets do it, isn't it? Love is supposed to be intense, beautiful, unreasonable. Though, maybe there is truth in your words. Maybe I got too excited. Oh, blazes. Why didn't I see this? I Oh, god damn it. I can't believe this really happened.
Actually, if you want to turn the page and start over, I might have an offer for you. My men are in need of an elven smith in Mullendir. You can come with me and forget all about this.
Mullendir? The ancient Shaper city?
Yes, we found it. It's a long story, but I can tell you all you need to know on the way. And we can pay you.
I don't know. I can't just leave my smithy, can I? Then again, everything here reminds me of her.
You don't need to leave forever. Just stay with us until our mission is completed.
All right then, you convinced me. Let me get my things first, and I'll meet you at the border. And thanks again for telling me the truth.
Sure. Quite the speech you gave him.
Just common sense. Yes? What is it?
I need your help.
What happened? Who are you?
Rohija. Rohija Tanner. I have a small farm just behind the city walls, which I run with my husband. Thing is, he's sick. Stomach cramps and fever, ever since he went to that bloody village. Anyhow, harvest is coming up soon, and I can't have my Georgie lying in bed all day.
What village?
Some muck heap in the middle of Leonider. Leanin, something like that.
I'm not sure I'm the one you should talk to. There must be a doctor in town.
Oh, come on. Do you really trust these quacks? A friend of mine once went to one of them with a gash on her leg and came back with the leg missing. Can you believe that? Just cutting off people's limbs right and left like that? I'm not going to let them hurt my Georgie like that.
Well, then, just wait it out. I don't see what else you could do.
Well, that's where you come in. Holy Frank, the world-renowned traveling healer, was in town a week back. He gave me a secret recipe that works on all stomach ailments, and I'm the first person in the kingdom to be allowed to replicate this holy concoction. Ugh, of course, these so-called doctors have nothing comparable in their satchels. Now the problem is, I have my hands full with running the farm now that Georgie's ill, and I just don't have the time to look for the potion's ingredients myself.
And you want us to find them for you, right?
That's it. We'll make it worth your while. We have a lot of surplus vegetables and grains we'd be happy to share with you for your help.
I'm not sure how much use we have for surplus vegetables.
Well, I'm not swimming in riches these days, so I'm afraid I can't offer you anything else. I must say, I'm a bit disappointed in you. You look like an honest soldier, not like the kind of person who'd take advantage of a grieving wife.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Could you give me a list of these ingredients you need?
Oh, yes, of course. I've already put one together. Thank you, friend. I'm sure Tiara will reward you for your kindness. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to the farm. Georgie needs his cold wraps changed.
All right. Where is your farm so I can find you when I've got the stuff?
Just under the south wall. You can't miss it. Tiara's blessing, soldier. You're doing the right thing.
Quite the character.
A good deed a day keeps the dark ones away. Can't hurt to help someone every once in a while.
Yes? Do I know you?
Greetings, milady. Could you spare a moment? I'm here to discuss an urgent matter.
We're really doing this, aren't we? Tiara, help us.
Sure. What is it?
Well, even a battle-hardened warrior such as myself could not help but notice your astounding beauty. All those years I've shed blood for the Queen and my country, but the battles changed me. I started to question the purpose of my sacrifices. I began to lose my resolve. There is honor in a battle, yes, but is honor alone enough to keep a man going? It is not. We all need something to fight for. Something to return to when the ordeals of battle are over, especially in times of darkness. It is hard not to lose oneself without a glimmer of hope. You, fair lady, are my glimmer. No, do not misunderstand. I am a soldier, and it was never my purpose to find lasting love. But your beauty reminds me that there are things worth fighting for.
I don't know what to say.
Say nothing, fair lady. I know my passion is overwhelming. All I ask for is a strand of your golden hair to remember you by. I shall like to have it with me whenever I venture into battle, to shed blood for my country, for honor, and for the beauty of this world.
I understand. Yes, of course, honorable soldier. Who am I to deny you such a simple request? After all, it is you who is keeping us simple people safe, isn't it?
We are only doing our duty.
Such virtue. Here, take it. Will you... will I find you in Everlight more often?
You may, or you may not. But I will do all in my power to see you whenever possible. Goodbye, fair lady.
Oh, goodbye.
Okay. Let's just forget this ever happened, all right?
That way. All right.
Understood. What do you want me to do? We need to protect him, and you're the only one who can, please. This is my baby boy we are talking about. Just don't do this.
I wish I could, Madame, but my hands are tied. I cannot afford to work for free, and you know that as much as I do. Your boy will have to find someone else to help him.
Fine. I get it. All this lofty talk of yours is just a charade, isn't it? You're doing it for the money.
That's not...
Rot in the claws of Norhagar. We're done.
What was that about? What did she want from you?
Oh, you mean... nothing. Just an armor.
For her baby boy?
God damn it. Say, who are you? You look like military, but you're not wearing a crest.
Former military.
Ah, a veteran. All right then. I hope I don't regret this, but my gut tells me you people are good folk. I'm helping people. Mages.
How?
Well, it's not a secret that this new cult, the Purity of Light, is out for blood. Yes, here in Everlight, it isn't by far as bad as in Greyfell. But still, there's a lot of hatred going around. Just 2 moons ago, a young mage, a woman, was kidnapped and found dead in the river 2 days later. You'd have to be quite deluded to not see how messed up that is. So I decided to help. I've lived in Everlight all my life and know every rat's hole and alley. And my profession allows me to move in and out of the city without arousing suspicion.
I think I see where this is going. You're smuggling mages out of the city.
Yes, I guess that's what I do.
Are you a mage too?
Huh, if I were, I would have left that city long ago. No, I'm not. I just like to think of myself as a man who doesn't stand by and watch while things like the Purity happen.
That's noble.
Don't say that. It's what every servant of Tiara should do.
Can't these mages just go on their own?
In theory, yes. Everlight's a free city. But there's mage haters everywhere. Also among the guard and the scouts, and if someone finds out they've left, well, outside the walls, they are fair game. So an escape needs to be meticulously planned.
I see. So what exactly did that woman want? She seemed worried about her son.
Yeah, it's a tragic story. Her boy is gifted, their neighbors found out, and now she's rightfully worried. Thing is, I'm out of money, and the, transfers aren't exactly cheap. I have horses to pay, the ferryman, and guards to bribe. She wants me to help her for free, and as much as I'd like to, I hardly have enough money to run that smithy here anymore. And also, ever since those 2 mage brothers disappeared, other mages have become reluctant to seek my help.
Mage brothers?
I don't know. I'm not sure we should continue this conversation, really. I've already told you way too much.
Maybe we can help.
You? But, I'm not sure.
Ellen's reigns, don't be an idiot. We're mages too, and if we'd wanted to sell you out, we would have done it by now.
Well, I guess you're right. Then let's make this brief. 5 days ago, 2 brothers, both of them mages, showed up in my smithy and asked to be smuggled out of the city. They paid in advance, and I made all the arrangements. But the night the escape should have taken place, they simply didn't show up.
That's odd.
Yeah, well, actually, I think I know what happened. The Sacred Purifier, as he styles himself.
I'm guessing he's from the Purity.
Actually not, or at least not to my knowledge. He has his lackeys, but he mainly works on his own.
Who is he and what does he do?
Some kind of vigilante. I have no idea why he does what he does, but he and his people kidnap mages and torture them for days. Then when he has broken them entirely, he gouges their eyes out, kills them, and leaves their bodies out in the open for everyone to see.
Helen's reigns.
You seem to know a lot about him. How?
Everyone in Everlight knows about him. Only a week ago they found another mutilated body. Thing is, he's only killing mages, so the guards' attempts to find him and put him to justice have been half-hearted at best.
And you think he's taken your clients?
Yes. They told me someone was out for them, and the pattern fits. Had it simply been a bunch of brawlers, their bodies would have been found by now.
How much time do they have left?
Well, as I said, it was 5 days ago that they disappeared. The Purifier kills on the 7th day, so things aren't looking too bright.
We'll find them. Any idea where the Purifier might have taken them?
Wait, you? This man is dangerous. You know that, right? Otherwise, I would have taken steps myself already.
We can handle ourselves. Trust me.
I don't feel good about this. But fine. I've investigated a little, and according to a traveler, a man who fits the description of the Purifier has been seen in a camp in the Everlight outskirts.
Did you tell the guard about this traveler?
No, because as I said, there are lots of people in Everlight who sympathize with him, even in the guard. If I told them, it's possible they'd simply tell him to move.
Blazes. Is it really that bad?
Maybe not, but I can't afford to take any risks. It's better to know where the wolf is hiding.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
And thank you for doing what you do.
Well, you're the ones taking on the murdering psychopath. The brothers you're looking for are tall, brown hair, brown eyes, and in their early 30s. They are twins, so you won't have trouble identifying them. I'll be waiting here.
Sure.
Sacred purifier. That's just messed up.
We'll deal with him.
I'll do what's required. They won't stand a chance. I'll take a look.
Bandits up ahead. Whatever this is.
Yes, dear?
Got it.
Yes?
Oh.
Sounds like a plan.
That way? Get ready!
Got it.
It will be bloody. Of course.
They will burn.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Can you see I'm paying my respect?
All right, here goes nothing.
Huh.
So much blood.
You picked the wrong enemies.
Fair enough.
Wrong
Let's do
place.
this.
That way. All right. Oh.
I'm very emotional right now.
Will do. That might be the Purifier's camp.
Yeah. Let's hope the Mage brothers are still alive.
As you want.
Let's see.
That's the twins.
Shit.
I know you are here. What do you want? You should choose your words carefully.
You're blind.
I am.
Are you the Sacred Purifier?
That's what Aenir named me, yes. You came here for the twins, I take it. They are dead. They did not withstand my trials. I believe Joseph put them into that cage over there, in case you would like to convince yourself.
Blazes. So you're killing in the name of the purity?
The purity? No. I kill for purity. I do not know much about this Rondar Lacane and his servants, and it does not matter, because soon my time on this world will end.
What do you mean?
I mean what I said. It was never Aenir's will for me to live a long life. He has chosen me for his task, and I have now almost purified 47 people, just as much time as my miserable shell has spent on this world.
What the heck are you talking about?
I have been blind since birth. All the colors, all the shapes, all the joys of this world, I could not see them. For years and years, I considered my disability a curse. I hated the Guardians. I hated the All-Father. I hated my mother for giving birth to me. And it was only 1 year ago that the All-Father spoke to me and that I finally understood.
What did you understand? That you have to gouge out people's eyes?
Yes. I understood that blemishes like my lack of vision are not a curse, but a punishment. You see, my mother was a whore. She was twisted, impure, sinful, and left me right after I was born. It was a miracle I survived that long. My scourge is the result of my mother's corruption.
You mean you were blind because your mother was a whore?
Yes, and it is the same with every blemish, including magic. They are a reminder of our fathers and mothers' failures. So the All-Father offered me a bargain. The only way to save the blemished is to purify them, the way I do. Pain, suffering, and ultimately death. If I were to do this on 47 sinners, the same as the number of years my wretched shell has lived on this world, I would be able to purify myself.
But why do you gouge out your victim's eyes? Why would Aenir want that?
It is my mark. I am the one Aenir chose to liberate them, so I inflict them with the same blemish that defines me. It is only logical.
Well, not really.
I don't get it. Even if what you said was true, why would you kill the children of the sinners instead of the sinners themselves? It's not their fault they were born that way.
You are naive, stranger. There is no fault and no guilt in Aenir's deeds. Yes, these people did not choose to be the way they are, but it does not change their nature. A dog does not choose to go feral, yet it needs to be removed.
Purify yourself?
Do the same to me that I have done to them. Yes. My body is only an instrument, stranger. And the day that it is no longer needed, it shall be discarded.
All right. You will kill no more people. This ends here and now.
That was my plan all along. Joseph, Hawk, kill them.
They killed one of our heroes.
healing.
They killed one of our heroes.
Person.
Yeah. Come, let's get back to Haggard.
Hmm? You got it.
Understood.
Sure.
Huh. Interesting. Understood. Of course.
You're back. So, did you find him?
Yes. He's dead. But so are the mages.
Blazes. I knew this would happen. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least you put this bastard to justice.
Listen, Haggard. The political situation in Everlight isn't gonna get better anytime soon, and it's more than likely that someone will get behind what you're doing. I found out, and it wasn't hard. I'm actually looking for a capable smith.
You? But what about the mages here in Everlight?
They will still need help, but you can't help them if you're dead. Back in my camp, we're mages too, and we'll do everything to keep them safe.
That's not a decision I can make on the spot, friend. Let me think about it, will you? Where can we meet should I decide to join you?
I have a scout stationed here in Everlight. Just talk to him once you've made up your mind. Think about it.
I will.
Yes?
Wait, you there. Yes, you. Could you spare a moment? Wait, you there. Yes, you. Could you spare a moment?
Me?
Yes. You're military, aren't you? You must be. I can tell by the way you're walking.
Former military, yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, I don't know how to say this, but I could really use your help. My daughter, Rosa, she didn't come back from the river last noon. Now, she was always a stubborn child, but it's been over a day now, and that doesn't seem like her at all. I'd go look for myself, but as you can see, my legs don't work like they should anymore.
What are you people doing out here anyway?
Isn't it obvious? Waiting for admission.
You're refugees.
Yes. Howard folk, to be precise. We made it all the way here just to be told that the city's full. But then again, I get why they're doing this. I really do. Everlight has only so much bread and shelter to spare for strangers with no more belongings. But Rosa gone, that's an entirely different story.
What happened to your legs?
I'd prefer not to talk about it. It's a painful memory, as you can imagine.
What about the Everlight Guard? Did you talk to them yet?
The Guard? They barely have time to keep the city's streets safe. They aren't going to waste any on a refugee.
You're well articulated. May I ask what you did before?
Before that bloody war tore everything to pieces, I was a herbalist. But all that, my store, our house, it got burnt to the ground by the rebels. It's strange. My life back then, it doesn't even feel real anymore. You know, we have all these things that we think define us, that we think have substance, but they don't. One day you wake up, and they're gone. But I'm sorry. I digress.
All right, I'll go see if I can find your daughter. You said she went to the river?
Yes, to clean out my wrappings. She's around 5 feet tall, has blonde, long hair, and a birthmark on her right cheek. Thank you, sir. You have no idea how much that means to me. Just find her, please.
Look at that.
More cutthroats. Take them down.
killed one of our heroes.
Help me, somebody!
They killed one of our heroes.
Damn it! I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality is
You're back.
Yeah, listen, I'm actually... I have to think of...
I will. Ah, you're back.
Sure.
What do we need?
Let me see. Sounds like a plan.
I need help!
They killed one of our heroes!
Get up.
Careful.
I understand.
You got it. I'll do what's required.
Sure.
What a pleasant surprise.
Prepare yourselves. That way?
Wrong place, wrong time, friend. We'll make short work of them.
Focus. Focus. I understand.
I'm injured.
Highwaymen. So close to Everlight, though. That's strange.
Yeah.
Wait, you there. Yes, you. Could you spare a moment?
Me?
Yes. You're military, aren't you? You must be. I can tell by the way you're walking.
Former military, yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, I don't know how to say this, but I could really use your help. My daughter, Rosa, she didn't come back from the river last noon. Now, she was always a stubborn child, but it's been over a day now, and that doesn't seem like her at all. I'd go look for myself, but as you can see, my legs don't work like they should anymore.
What are you people doing out here anyway?
Isn't it obvious? Waiting for admission.
You are refugees?
Yes. Howard folk, to be precise. We made it all the way here just to be told that the city's full. But then again, I get why they're doing this. I really do. Everlight has only so much bread and shelter to spare for strangers with no more belongings. But Rosa gone. That's an entirely different story.
What happened to your legs?
I'd prefer not to talk about it. It's a painful memory, as you can imagine.
What about the Everlight Guard? Did you talk to them yet?
The Guard? They barely have time to keep the city's streets safe. They aren't going to waste any on a refugee.
You're well articulated. May I ask what you did before?
Before that bloody war tore everything to pieces, I was a herbalist. But all that, my store, our house, it got burnt to the ground by the rebels. It's strange. My life back then, it doesn't even feel real anymore. You know, we have all these things that we think define us, that we think have substance, but they don't. One day you wake up and they're gone. But I'm sorry. I digress.
All right, I'll go see if I can find your daughter. You said she went to the river?
Yes, to clean out my wrappings. She's around 5 feet tall, has blonde, long hair, and a birthmark on her right cheek. Thank you, sir. You have no idea how much that means to me. Just find her, please.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Look
it.
at that, boys.
Bandits up ahead.
We're in for some
Sure.
fun.
I'll make it quick. Get ready!
Got it.
Interesting.
Damn it! The bandits must have kidnapped her.
And not just that. Let's go back to the old man. He'll want to know.
Sure.
Will do.
You got it. They won't
Understood. That way. All right. Mm-hmm.
As you want.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
What
Sure.
a pleasant surprise.
Need.
Yes? Did you find her?
Well, there's no good way to say it. Rosa is dead. She slipped while getting water and broke her neck.
She... what? What do you mean?
What I just said. We found her body near the river. I'm sorry for your loss.
But... no. No, that's not possible. She was always graceful, dexterous. She wouldn't have fallen. You must have found someone else. I will go look for her myself once the legs have recovered. She's still out there. I can feel it.
Look, sir, she had the birthmark. It was your daughter.
It wasn't. Now, please go. I need to rest. And then I need to prepare. Yes, I have to.
Got it. What a tragedy. Such a young girl, abused and murdered. This is the reason why I always wanted to change something and joined up with your father. This world is one messed up place. Huh.
Huh? Help you with something?
That island in the lake, that's the Creators Guild, isn't it?
Yeah? Why you asking?
It might be the distance, but it looked a lot more populated when I was last there.
That's because after your father's war, a lot of the Creator's mages left. They were afraid of being out in the open, so to speak.
Why? The Creators Guild didn't participate in the war, did it? Same as Everlight.
Yes, but that did not stop the common folk and the refugees who came here from blaming them. There were even attacks on the guild.
Well, not all the common folk, as you call it, took part in them. I know the Creator's mages haven't ever done anything foul. What happened during that attack was a bloody tragedy. The mayor saw that the people who did it were put on the gallows.
I'll be off.
Wrong.
Highwayman.
Here goes nothing.
Friend.
I need help over here. I'll take a look.
The hardest thing about business is minding your own. There are few cities where this proverb rings truer than in Everlight. With an underworld almost as large as a surface city, a provider can be found for almost every dark desire. However, the syndicates and gangs of Everlight have mastered the art of staying out of sight. Mostly, they do their business either behind closed doors or in the innumerable tunnels and sewers that run under the city like a web of veins, oozing with black blood.
More cutthroats. Take them down.
Sure. That way. All right.
Prepare yourselves.
They killed one of our heroes.
That's all? I'm only getting started.
what's the plan?
Understood. Of course. I'll do what's required.
They will fall. Bandits in the head. Blazes! Somebody! Interesting.
Is there anything you need? Now would you look at that? Got it.
Highwayman. Mind.
Interesting.
Huh? Help you with something?
I want to cross over there. How much will that cost?
25 gold. And no haggling.
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to?
Hardly anyone here.
Yes, but still. The magical signature of this place is remarkable.
Well, let's go find someone we can talk to.
Understood.
Let me see.
I'll be swift.
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of magic, the members of the Creators Guild were among the few gifted that remained neutral during your father's war. Though not comparable to the great universities of Kalaya, it is safe to say that Fiara owes many of its magical and technological advancements to them.
Here we are. Impressive.
And there's people down the hall. We should...
Interesting. We do not get visitors often these times.
Who are you?
I'm Undergast. I suppose you could call me the head of the guild. I sensed someone was coming and that someone had an intriguing aura. Now I know who it is. You are Isamo Tahara's child, are you not?
How do you know?
Well, I have studied Isamo Tahara's magic quite extensively, especially since the end of the Mage Wars. He was a remarkable man. Yours and his magical aura have a lot of similarities.
A remarkable man?
Yes.
Does that mean you supported him?
No, that is not what I said. I merely stated that he, as a mage and a man, was remarkable, unusual or special, and therefore surprising or worth mentioning. My opinion on the war is an entirely different matter.
How are our auras similar?
Well, hard to say. You can simply tell that you're related. And there's something else about you that is, well, strange.
I get that a lot. Could you elaborate?
It is hard to say. There's something peculiar about you. An oddity in your aura which I cannot make sense of. I'm sorry. Either way, I assume you are here for a reason. How may we, the little that is left of us, help you?
I was wondering if you could tell me more about the Creators Guild.
Maybe I should begin with the question, what do you know about us already?
I know that you are a neutral association of mages that didn't participate in the Mage Wars. That's about it.
Well, and that is about the core of our guild. We are mages devoted to study, science, and the preservation of knowledge, and we do not involve ourselves in political conflict. We were founded in the year 231 by a woman named God of Boundary. Ever since, the Creators Guild has been a constant in the ever-changing political landscape of Northander.
So you are the leader of the guild?
Well, I do not see myself as such, but yes, the majority of the guild considers me its leader.
The ferryman told me about an attack on the guild after the Mage Wars. He said it was the reason that there are so few mages left on the island. Is that true?
Yes, but it was not just the attack. There was also an internal disagreement.
That attack, how did it end? Am I right to assume you stopped it?
Of course. They were trying to kill us, so we fought back and killed them instead. At least until their morale was broken. Looking back, I think that this display of power was something we should have done earlier. Only because we were peaceful, the people who attacked us assumed that we were defenseless. They will not make the same mistake again.
That's a very dry way of seeing it.
If by dry you mean that it lacks the emotional aspect most people would add to a statement like this, then yes, I suppose it is. But again, it was not only the attack that diminished our numbers, but also a disagreement we had within the guild.
What kind of disagreement?
I would prefer not to talk about it. I am sorry.
Actually, we're here for a reason. We're investigating the Bloodburn. Is there anything you or your guild knows about it?
The Bloodburn? You're studying?
I guess you could say that, yes.
Interesting. No, we do not know more about it than most alchemists or apothecaries at this point, though our general consensus is that we doubt the corporeal origin of the plague. There is magic involved in it.
Well, you're right about that. It's magical, and it's connected to the Shapers.
The ceann-feadhna. That's interesting. Say, would you mind to tell me more? You seem to know a lot of variables which we are not aware of yet.
I'll tell you, but we should find somewhere to sit. It's a long story.
Of course. Well, this is both fascinating and peculiar.
What do you make of it?
I do not believe in visions and prophecy, unless they come from a dreamweaver, so I'm uncertain. There is no arguing that this man Rondar Lacane knew more about the Bloodburn than most people. And his clues led you to Mullendeer, which is nothing short of impressive. So you believe that the Bloodburn is caused by Shaper telepathy. Is that correct?
It is a theory, but yes.
I see. I would like to come with you.
What?
I was clear, was I not? I would like to come with you. Your story is nothing short of fascinating. The Shaper City, the Bloodburn, and this Nexus. I would like to accompany you and help. I have a wide knowledge of the magic and the Shapers, and have a strong interest in finding a cure for the Bloodburn.
What about the guild? Aren't you their leader?
I am, but that does not bind me to stay. It is common for creators' mages to head out to expeditions. They have become rarer due to the war, but still, there is nothing stopping me from coming back when our business is concluded.
Well, why not? Just know that it will be dangerous.
I can defend myself. Quite well, in fact. However, there is one thing I need to finish before I come with you. Study. Maybe you could help. This would facilitate matters.
As long as it doesn't take too much time, yes. What are you studying?
Simple. I have always been fascinated by the notion of sentience and the mind in general. What creates consciousness? What is it that distinguishes us as humans from a wolf who is slave to his instincts? Quite recently, a group of refugees who arrived in Everlight told me of a bizarre sight. They said that a stone golem took over the abandoned mine near the gates and has grown a soul, and apparently has been trading with the villagers and even befriended one of them. It all seems highly unlikely, but I want to investigate it.
A monster with a soul? How is that even possible?
I do not know. It is not the first time people have reported such occurrences, but most of the times they turned out to be a hoax. This is the first case I've heard that might be legitimate. If it's true, this might change the world forever. Can you imagine? The ramifications of such a discovery would be monumental. It is currently believed that only the 5 principal kinds are capable of conscious thought. Disproving that would change everything. Suddenly, would killing a monster not be a homicidal act? Would putting them in a cage not be considered slavery? And finally, is it right for the principal kinds to consider themselves special, chosen by the Guardians?
What do you need my help with?
Well, this is all an exciting scholarly prospect, but a golem is still a golem. So if the monster goes feral, I will require assistance. I can defend myself, but still it would be unwise to go there alone. I will get prepared and meet you at the mine. Do you know where it is?
Tell me.
Up north, at the top of the Iskander mountain. I will go as soon as possible.
Fair enough. I'll see you there.
Yes?
odd fellow. But he's a capable mage, that's for sure.
Now would you look at that?
I'll take a look.
Understood.
Oh.
That way?
Huh.
Yes, yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need. You know how to bargain, don't you?
Huh? Help you with something?
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to? Huh? Help you with something?
I'll be off.
Sure.
That way. All right. Yes?
Interesting.
Careful. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
You picked the wrong enemies.
Of course.
Anything on your mind?
Blazes! Help me!
You got it. I'm injured. Changed your mind?
It will be blood.
Over here. I need help over here.
More of them. We'll make short work of them.
They will fall. Got it.
Interesting.
As you want.
Will do. Understood.
Wrong place, wrong time, friend.
Of course. That way?
They will burn.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Look at that, boys.
Saved by a pale skin. I didn't expect that. If it wasn't for you, I'd be on some human's dinner plate by tonight. Thank you, friend. My name is Kier of the Dustcrawler tribe.
My pleasure. What do you mean, on some human's dinner plate?
Well, it's a bit disturbing. Shortly put, there's a gang of human criminals who capture and butcher orcs and sell their meat as wyvern meat. It looks almost the same, so nobody can tell.
What the... Are you joking?
If I were, would I be sitting in a cage and be covered in blood? No, I'm not. I know how absurd it sounds, but apparently these paleskins make a ton of money that way.
And nobody notices the difference? Really?
Well, I've never eaten my own kin. It's bloody disgusting, and I want to think about it as little as possible.
Huh. And how did a Dustcrawler orc end up here in Everlight?
I was trying to put an end to this.
So you're some kind of orc detective?
Oh my, how that sounds. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm a Kal-Zul, an architect.
Orcs have architects?
Yes, how do you think our Kals are constructed? And of course, now you're asking yourself how an orcish architect ended up on a mission like this. Don't. It's complicated.
Tell me.
No, none of your business.
We could help you.
Why? What is it to you?
This country has enough troubles already, especially when it comes to political tensions. No need to add an orc-murdering gang to the list of our problems.
Makes sense. Fine then. I hope I won't regret this. If you want to help, we need to pick up where I left off. Evidence.
Ah. So you're trying to get the Everlight Guard to deal with it?
Yes. I'm just one orc, and even if I knew where their hideout was, I can't just run in there swinging my axe around like a maniac and expecting not to die a fool's death. I don't trust these guards. But as of now, they seem to be my only chance.
True. Do you have any idea where we could start looking for evidence?
Actually, yes. I managed to intercept correspondence between one of their thugs and the leader. It should be enough to convince the guards of their presence. However, the thugs took all of my belongings when they ambushed me. Makes sense, I guess. An orc headed for a slaughterhouse doesn't need his books and valuables with him. I say we go right... Balrak! Bloody wound.
No offense, but I don't think you should join us just now. Maybe later.
I'm afraid that's true. Let us get your possessions for you.
Fine. I'm no good to anyone dead, am I? I think I heard them talk about some camp near the old mines. Maybe you could start there.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll be swift.
Oh. I understand.
I'll do what's required.
Sure.
Understood. They won't.
Sure.
Got it.
No! No, please, mercy! No! No, please, mercy! I don't want to die!
Then you better talk. We want information on your syndicate.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
How did you end up like this? You don't look like an average cutthroat.
Because I'm not. I'm from the Mud District, and I spent years looking for work. But it's become almost impossible to find a good job as a fellow from the slums. Then that man Finn showed up in the Shangiga, and, well, the pay was good. And it took me a while until I realized that it wasn't Wyvern meat we were selling.
How did this all start? Who in blazes came up with the idea of murdering orcs and selling their meat?
I don't know.
Really?
Yes, really. I only joined the farm a few months ago, and nobody ever told me who came up with it. All I know is that we have to report to a man called the Butcher who runs the slaughterhouse in Everlight. But I never saw him in person.
The Butcher. I believe I even heard of this man, Tahar. Back when I was still working in the underground. He is telling the truth.
I'm sorry.
Where are your headquarters?
You mean the slaughterhouse? Please, I can't tell you. They will kill me if I do.
That does sound painful.
No, please! It's in Everlight. Below Everlight, to be precise. You have a map, don't you? Here. That's where the entrance is. All the meat is processed there. And it's run by the Butcher, our leader.
Anything else?
No, I don't... Wait, yes! The countersign. You need to remember the countersign. You need to answer, "I'm here for the produce," when they ask you, "What's your business?"
I'm here for the produce. All right. Now, what should I do with you?
What? But you said you'd spare me.
Get out of my sight. But if I ever see you working with these cutthroats again, I won't be so lenient.
Yes, of course. I was done with this life anyway. Goodbye, soldier. And thank you for your mercy.
Let's see. There we go. That must be the letter Kier mentioned, alongside the rest of his things.
Sounds like a plan. Just so you know, I think that was the right choice. That fellow really meant what he said. He had no idea what he was getting into.
I know. Come. Let's go back to Kier. Now would you look at that?
Required.
Look at that. My pale-skinned friends return. Had any luck?
I think so. Are these your things?
Let me see. Yes, they are. I have to say, I'm surprised. My experience with pale skin so far has been that you talk a lot and act very little.
Listen, there's no guarantee the guard will take down the Syndicate, even if we provide them with the evidence. I actually convinced one of their thugs to tell me the location of their hideout. They call it the Slaughterhouse. And apparently that's also where we could find their leader, the Butcher.
Huh. Butcher. Pathetic. But what are you suggesting? That we storm that place all by ourselves? That's suicide.
We're all mages and know how to defend ourselves. And they won't be expecting us. I think we stand a chance.
A bold plan. But I like it. Fine, let's take care of this ourselves. Where is that hideout?
In the middle of Everlight. Just meet me there.
Understood. Ah, and here. I think you should have this. You deserve it more than I do. So far, I haven't done much more than getting thrown into a cage. I'll meet you in Everlight. May your blood never boil.